What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. In case you missed the video last night or this morning, obviously the big news today, Immaculate Vision Gaming fully funded for its project Gridiron Champions, going to begin producing the game shortly, looking for a 2020 release. You see the projected art for the PS4, Xbox One, as well as Steam. A couple things that I think might have been overlooked just in the overall jubilation that this had actually came to light. Number one, the game is going to be $59.99, which puts it at the same price point as obviously a AAA title. You have this game releasing projected in 2020, and you've also got the NFL license and CBA expiring that same year, so it gives them a unique position to be seemingly the only other AAA title in the marketplace. The other part of this is the community has been extremely receptive to this game despite not having the NCAA license, because they know customization is so important. And obviously from the onset of this project, customization has been and should continue to be the #1 priority of this game. And then also kind of lost in the shuffle a little bit was that a college basketball game was not ruled out. So we can almost see, if things go right, and again, there's a lot of foresight, a lot of projecting into this, but if things go right, you know, you do kind of have this stability of a gaming company that's putting out a college football and a college basketball title, which, if you don't remember, years and years ago, this kind of was how gaming companies worked. You had both those titles coming out, you had those titles being marketed separately, and you had that year-long revenue stream of both games being supported. And in this case, setting the NFL license aside, if you have a company that's projecting itself this way, if you have a company that's building these games this way, you'd have to think if there ever is an opening outside of what EA has done with Longshot getting the NCAA license, this is another prime arena for them to be sitting in when it comes to NCAA basketball, which again has been void from sports gaming for a very, very long time. So there's a lot more to it than just there's another video game coming on the market. There's obviously a great story here between two people that came out and saw the need for a product, rallied behind it, kind of had that initial step fall short, but then weren't deterred by it, came back even stronger, a lot of people would say, and finally saw the product through to the point now where they're funded and they're going to begin to create a game. I think it also speaks to our community where we are as just far as a hunger for a football game. That you can get a story like this to happen where a game is so supported and now so many people are behind this project that really I don't think there's any way that it fails. Just the way the whole community has responded, the way people outside the community have responded, has obviously been a major, major turning point to other people looking at this game, investing companies being one of them, and saying, hey, there's a real groundswell here of people that want a product. The final thing, though, we have to remember, for what we know, consoles are going to be coming, the new consoles, shortly after 2020. So it's going to be interesting to see how an independent game like this, unless they have a huge publisher, is going to be able to take that step from last gen to next gen. We've seen how Madden kind of completely just basic ports the game over and then tries to push back in features as the game develops. A situation like this, you know, you're going to have a game come out. You're not going to have those additional resources to build the following gen title. And we've seen to most gamers, it's not just enough to port something over and have it be one and the same. But again, kind of getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. But still, some interesting things to talk about and consider. But overall, a really great day for the community. Like I talked to you guys about, I mean, we've just been going through this drought, as I've called it, of football games. And we finally get to the point now where we can look into the future and we know there's going to be 2, 3, 4 options for football gaming, and as consumers, that's all we could ever want. And it's not to say that any of these games are going to be better than the other or the best game, but they are certainly going to compete with each other. They are certainly going to make each other better, and they will no doubt make for a better product in the consumer's hands across the board no matter which game you select to buy or support. I know that I will gladly purchase and support all these games. I'll be glad to continue to expand my channel with covering them, and I appreciate you guys watching this video. I'll be back in the week with more commentary.